The following presentation is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice. If you have questions about this topic, please contact the Office of the Property Rights Ombudsman. This presentation briefly discusses taking of private property by government entities. The Constitution of the United States provides that private property may not be taken for a public use unless the owner is paid fair compensation. The Utah Constitution provides similar protections. Government agencies are not prohibited from taking property, but they must compensate the owners of property that is taken. Governments may purchase property through negotiation, like any person or business, if a sale price can be agreed upon. Governments also have eminent domain authority, which is the legal process through which a government agency compels a person to sell property. If eminent domain is used to acquire property, the owner also receives just compensation. A public use is broadly defined as any use that benefits the public, such as roads, public buildings or facilities, schools, and parks. Acquiring property to promote economic development is also considered a public use if authorized by law. Some private companies, in particular utilities, also have eminent domain authority to acquire property because the services provided and the economic development both benefit the public. Just compensation means the fair market value of the property being taken and may include other damages associated with the action. A regulatory taking, or inverse condemnation, occurs when a regulation is so restrictive or intrusive that the property's value is very severely reduced. Each inverse condemnation situation is evaluated individually, based on the effect the regulation has on the property. If a regulation causes a complete loss of all economic value, or requires something to be physically placed on the property, a taking has occurred and the owner should be compensated. Exactions and impact fees are also types of regulatory takings. The Utah Constitution expressly requires compensation if property is damaged for a public use. Damaging is physical interference with property caused by a government activity or facility. The interference must be permanent or recurring, and must be detectable by the senses. The Office of the Property Rights Ombudsman helps property owners understand their rights if the property is being taken or damaged. The office also resolves taking disputes through mediation or arbitration. If you have questions about property takings, please contact the Office of the Property Rights Ombudsman.